So, Amy, welcome to Thomas Podcast. How are you today?
I'm good, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so are you enjoying the beautiful weather we're having this bank holiday?
Yeah, it's very, very sweltering here. I'm just like, oh no.
Listen, people think like, oh, we should be used to it, but very hot for me. But I'm
Yeah,
not gonna
each
complain.
one hits differently. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just beautiful. So let's talk about your amazing collection of Tomb Raider. So, when did that started?
So it started when I was 21 at university. I mentioned so the world record for the most Tomb Raider items just a video came out, and I was like, oh my God, I completely forgot all of this stuff existed. And I just mentioned it to somebody, and as a joke birthday present for my 21st, I got gifted stuff and said, oh, this could be the start of your collection. I was like, okay, I like this. And then people encouraged me to be like, oh, why don't you make an Instagram account to keep track of things? I was like, oh, okay, sure, why not? And then I did that, and then there was just so many people just coming forward to say the exact same thing. Like, I remember this as a child, and I never realized this existed, and it just kind of spiraled from there, really, and just became what it is now, really.
Wow, so you started when you were 21 at uni. But
Yeah.
how did you find out about this character, Tom Rider? Like how did you find out? I mean, it's unusual, no offense, for a woman to have this sort of collection. Usually it's a
Yeah, especially video
male-dominated.
games.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I started playing Tomb Raider when I was about 6 years old. My dad purchased the game. And we all just kind of gathered around the computer, and I just sat on the bed just reading the manual. I was like, oh, this sounds really cool. There's a woman female character. And then my brother had always been playing video games, so I was always the second player. And I grew up in the countryside with very little, like, there was hardly any girls in my school yet. And I, like you said, I was pretty much the only girl in the year that would play video games. It was such a obscure thing to happen. I just thought, oh, I thought all girls did this. And a lot of games are catered for women to be like for teaching and caring and looking after children. I was like, I don't want that. I want to play the games that my brother plays. I want that. I want the like. I want the violence, and I want the adventure and the storylines behind it. And then because of that, Tomb Raider just became my new obsession. Really.
Wow. But I have to say, I came across, I mean, I'm a massive Angelina Jolie fan. I love her. So when there was a film, that's how I found out about Tom Rider. But
Oh,
it looks like, yeah, I didn't know nothing. I thought, oh, this is a random character. But actually,
yeah,
there's
this
a,
is just like you just say, oh, there's a film with her in it. Okay, I'll go see it. It's like, wait, there's a game based off it. Yeah.
yeah, so how many cars do you have? Like, what's the total of the collection? Because you have the Guinness World Records recently.
Do
So, oh, you gotta show us. Wow. Oh, that's fantastic. What
So
does it feel?
yeah,
I mean, first of all, what does it feel like to hold one of those?
they're very lightweight. um, yeah, so I joke constantly because on the world record it's 200. It's written down as 291, but it's actually 343 at the moment, and it just constantly keeps growing. I'm just like, and everyone's like, oh yeah, that's not that many. I'm like, oh no, there's a lot more, as you can see behind me.
Yeah. So, are you planning to get more? Because I'm sure, can you trade as well? Like, if you got a double, I don't know how it works. Can you explain the
Yeah.
process of the collection?
Yeah, so I usually just go on secondhand sites. Friends, family just constantly update me, just be like, "Oh, I found this one, I found that one." And I'm like, "Yeah, I'll buy it," or "No, I won't." There's loads of community. There's loads of people in the Tomb Raider community that we just exchange games and just kind of help each other out. Yeah.
That's amazing. So basically, you have support from family. Is that what you're
Yeah.
saying? So family is supportive.
Oh yeah, they're
That's
very very they at first, like everybody else, they kind of, when I said, oh, I'm gonna go for a world record, everyone just kind of rolled their eyes like, oh yeah, here she goes again. And it's like, and I got it, and then it was like, oh my God, she actually did something with it. And then the most recent BBC article, everyone was like, wow, she really went for it. So it's like a lot of people now recognize me, like, oh, you're that girl. I'm like, yeah, that's me. I don't have a name anymore, I'm just the Tomb Raider lady.
So have you got, can we see some of your collection? Have you got it in hand that we can see?
Oh
Oh, please.
yeah,
That's fantastic. Look at that. All set up.
yeah, so they're just pretty much, they're not really, they're kind of in an order. So just that an example. These ones are just because of the bigger boxes. I
Oh,
try
wow.
to organize them by game if I can, and just the platform they're released on. But yeah, and then I've got like large collector's editions on the floor. Um, like, again, I constantly joke to people like the collection isn't completed; it's constantly ongoing. There's so many countries that I don't have, and alternative covers and everything. And then there's the two new games that are coming out as well. So that's more to add to the pile, really.
Oh wow, wow. Looks like it's an ongoing project. Like it's never gonna stop, really.
Pretty much
That's
like on a weekly basis. It's like I pretty much get annoy everybody because it's like, oh, there's another delivery, and it's just like, and it's like, what is it this time? It's this version. It's like, oh, here she goes
Mhm.
again.
So I want to ask you, so what's next? Because obviously I like that you do collection, but we talk about countries. I like to travel. Would you plan to travel to the characters place that the characters been, or what's the next step?
I mean, that would be like a dream goal is to literally go to every place that Lara's been to, but it's near to impossible for me. But like the overall next goal, is just continue on with collecting. And then I've reset up a new Instagram account, so I alternate every day. So I'll do a game, and then I'll do a piece of my actual collection and all of that. Going to a couple of Tomb Raider events this year because it's 30th anniversary, and just
Mm.
continue on and just pretty much like see where it takes me once again.
Yeah, I feel like it took a life of its own because you started collecting, no big deal, and then
Yeah,
it became
literally just on
something massive.
exactly just on a pretty much just like on a joke birthday present, just to be like, oh, you could be a collector now, and it was just like, oh yeah, I remember that from when I was a kid. I remember that from when I was a kid, and then just going on Instagram, and as I said, people coming forward with amazing stories and just being like, oh, I remember collecting this as a child, or I didn't know this existed, and just the history of like how certain things came to be, really.
Yeah, that's amazing. I like the fact that you're a woman doing that because
Yeah.
I hear a lot about the men, and I'm thinking, I need to talk to Amy because it's like you say, it's empowering as
It's
well
such a
because
very male-dominated place, yeah.
it is.
I say, funnily enough, when I got my giant life-size Lara Croft statue that's in the Guinness World Record video, when the collector met me, it was just like, "Oh, is this for a guy?" And I'm like, "No, this is for me." And it was just like, it's very weird to come across a woman collector. And I was like, "Why is that weird? Why should we say it's weird?" I'm just like, I was kind of like felt like I was kind of breaking boundaries almost be like, why is it a weird thing? Why should it be unusual for a girl to like Tomb Raider? It's just it's never
Yeah,
really it never phased me. It's just like why do people think it's weird? And as I said, it's very male dominated. I'm just like I kind of just want to almost take that back really and be like, why should it be?
so have you found any other women that are collectors like yourself? Are
Mm.
there a lot more than you in the UK or in the world?
In the UK, there's a handful of us that I've met personally, but in the world, there's a small selection. I mean, most of it is male dominated as well, but we're all the ones that I've met, we're just absolutely good friends with each other and like we help each other out. So I have a few friends that I'm happy to have a UK exclusive thing shipped to my house and then vice versa, really. So it's a very good like giving community that's like tit for tat, really.
That's nice. So you've met other women that are collectors like you. That's amazing. Have you thought of like forming a group to attract more women to be collectors? Because it sounds like fun. Like when you like something,
It's
like
not a bad shout. I mean, if I do, then obviously I'll give you the props. So yeah, that's not a very bad shout. Yeah.
that's nice. So I want to say, in the next 5 years, where do you see your collection going?
Um, I don't really know because I have a ongoing list of my wish list of like games and everything like that. But in regards to the actual like collection and everything, I'd love to like become once again a community ambassador just to go represent the games. Don't really know really. It feels like it's just like an ongoing non-stop thing for me. Really, it's just kind of always partly been there in the back of my head, and then when the collection actually just started, it's just like just part of my life, just part of every day for me now.
Are you an ambassador for the Tomb Raider collection? I think you are, right?
So I used to be, and the doesn't currently run at the moment. So the
Okay.
just because of layoffs, they took the community team away. But at the time, I was, and I was actually credited in one of the games, and that was just like a massive childhood moment. I was like always joking to my
Hmm.
parents, saying I always wanted to work on Tomb Raider as a kid, and then technically speaking, by default, I did, and it was just like, well, that's a like tick off the
Hmm.
childhood dreams.
Nice. And you play the Tomb Raider games, right? You play
Yeah,
online. So do you
yeah,
any other
yeah. No one can turn it down.
so do you have a lot of people that play with you that oh my day, this is Amy, the biggest Tomb Raider collector? Like do you have people like
um,
that, play with you and build like some
no,
sort of community online?
no, so it's kind of like it's just like a single player game, but as I said, it's just like when we go to like so regularly, there's like usual fan meetups and stuff like that. So again, it's just physically meeting people in person that you've been speaking to on the internet for so many years.
Oh wow. I love the fact that your family is so supportive. They're not like,
Yeah.
oh, Amy's weird, like why are you doing this? They're actually like, oh, you know what? Here are some cards that I'm sure for gift they're giving you the things that you like.
Yeah, as I
That's
say, a lot of the time they try to avoid buying it as gifts because they're just like they see the reward and they're just like, I don't know what she has anymore. But like when my mum goes away, bless her, she when she went to America a few years ago, she brought me back like this in-flight pamphlet for like movies, and Tomb Raider was on it. And she was like, "I wasn't. Don't think I'm supposed to steal this, so I did it for you." And it's like when like everybody goes abroad and everything, they're just like, "Oh, I've just seen this one. You know, do you want it?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure. Just send you PayPal money, and then bring it back as a gift or a surprise." And it's just yeah, it's wonderful. Those to me are the very sentimental ones because it's like somebody's gone out of their way thinking of me instead of me just being like, oh, "I've just seen it on the shelf and just bought it for myself."
Oh, that's cool. So, I was wondering, like, professionally, do you work in that department, like in that sector in gaming, collecting, or do you have this is just a hobby and you have a
Oh
separate
yeah,
job?
this is literally just a hobby. I'm just a simple sales assistant. In all honesty, I mean, the perks of the job is that I can buy games from it, but at the end
Oh,
of the day, I'm just a simple sales assistant. I don't have any accreditation to gaming now.
oh, okay, not yet. You never know. Maybe one day an opportunity will arise and you take it.
Yeah, yeah, you never know.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice. So my final question for you, and before I ask you the question, I want to say a big thank you, Amy, for coming on my podcast. We never met each other, but
No, no, I was
as
just
I
like,
said, I love what you
I was
do,
very
and
touched by the message, and I was just like, that's such a cool thing that it's like not only you're a teacher, but you're just like trying to actually educate people to be like, oh, you don't have to just, you can go anywhere with what you want to do, really. I think it's really
yeah,
fascinating.
exactly, exactly. And to end on an announcement, so what would you advise young people watching you today, in what they should like? Okay, let me rephrase it. What would your advice be to young people who would like to be collectors like you?
I'd say make sure that it's obviously something that you're actually passionate about, but also don't let people kind of limit your boundaries. Like, don't because of something you have a special interest in, don't let people get you down and think, because when I was younger, I was bullied a lot for liking Tomb Raider because, as you said, it's a boys' game. So that was a lot of comment that I got was, oh, it's a boys' game, it's a boys' game. And I was like, well, why is it a boys' game? It's like, oh, because this that, and I was like, but that's not fair. Why should I be punished for something that I just generally have a special interest in? So it's one of those just essentially don't let people get you down because there will be other people like you, and when you get into communities and everything, there's just such positivity and can be really uplifting and everything like that, and it just makes you feel warm and welcome, that you found like a mini family that actually appreciates you and understands what your passion is about, instead of people just scoffing and judging you to be like, oh, you're spending all this money on nothing. But it's like it's truly what you want to do at the end of the day, not what other people should think of you.
Oh, that's a very beautiful, strong message. Yes. Go for your passion.
Yeah,
Doesn't matter what people think, feel, think. That's
it's you.
amazing.
Yeah, it's you. And then a lot of the time, like I said, when I was applying for Guinness, I got criticized to be like, oh, here she goes again. Oh, you'll never do it type thing. And then when I did it, it's like I usually thrive upon people, as horrible as that, I usually thrive upon when people kind of try to put me down. So it's like, oh, you'll never go to university, you'll never graduate. So I was actually the first in my family to go to university and graduate. So it's just like I always like to prove people wrong, to be like, you say I can't do this, I'm going to do it and I'm going to prove you wrong. But I'm going to kind of up it a bit, but prove you wrong in the weirdest way possible. It's like, I have one record and I have a degree in all of this. So I take
That's
things a bit too
fantastic.
far.
No, you don't. I think like you're showing that sky's the limit. I mean, keep
Pretty
going.
much, yeah.
I like what you do, and I'm sure we're gonna see more of you speaking about it, like in an events, public speaking, newspapers, news. I mean, you name it. I feel like there's a lot we're gonna expect from you, honestly.
Yeah, so
So,
it's been quite a surreal couple of weeks, and then as I said, I'm very grateful for you to reaching out and everything like that. And I'm just like, it's just been a very like, oh, okay, people actually are generally interested in the story behind it, not just think, oh, she's got random shelves full of games. It's like, no, there's a
no.
story behind it.
Yeah, exactly. I love storytelling. So thank you very much, Amy, for your time. And I
No
hope you
problem.
enjoy the rest of your day and keep going. I can't wait to see what else we can expect from you.
No, thank you very much.
It's a pleasure. Thank you. Bye. Thank you
Thank you
so
for having me.
much.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye, darling.